welcome back to episode 2 of playtesting for states on PlayTCG with my metagame deck, Garbodor Terrakion, with Mewtwo. Totally forgot about him. So here I do mulligan 2 times, as you can see. And once again, this will be a sped up video because the original file was around 20 minutes long and nobody likes waiting 20 minutes to watch a video, including me, especially me. So, heads or tails, it's going to be tails, and, well, my opponent chooses tails, and the roll is heads, so I get the first move, and my opponent flips over a Keldeo and a Squirtle. So, right off the bat, I know I'm facing Blastoise Keldeo, one of the decks that I shut down with Garbodor's ability. So, I'm just going to go straight for the attack with double colorless and X-Ball for 40. And my opponent's trying to prevent that by catching up my Trubbish, play Sharon for 3. And put down another Keldeo and Black Kyurem for more bench Pokemon, I guess. So, thankfully, I do top deck the double colorless to retreat my Trubbish to the Mewtwo. And I'm going to Heavy Ball for a turn 2 Garbodor with Rocky Helmet. Yeah, Rocky Helmet. And I'm going to bench the Terrakion and X-Ball once again for 60. And a pass. So my opponent's going to Ultra Ball, discarding a Rare Candy and a Chorus for a Blastoise. So looks like my opponent has the turn 2 shenanigans just like me. And he's going to play N, which ends my 2 Eviolites back in my deck for a brand new hand of 6. Which I think was a misplay for my opponent's side of the field. So, yeah, I do get refreshed with a new hand. And I'm going to attach another DCE. And play an N of my own because that new hand wasn't especially special. So, yeah. Let's see. Should I attach the Eviolite? Because all he needs is a tool scrapper and he can discard both of the tools. So it looks like I'm not. I'm just going to X-Ball for the knockout for my first 2 prizes. It's going to be a Giant Cape and a Skyla. And he's going to Juniper away 2 catchers. So this is like turn 3 and he's already used 3 catchers, which pretty much gives me the gameplay. I can accept the fact that he won't be using catchers throughout the rest of the game because he's already discarded 3. And I can actually take advantage of that. So I'm going to play a Heavy Ball for a Garbodor. And one other good thing is I can pretty much bench whatever I want because I know that he won't have any catchers to stall. And I'm going to Skyla for, let's see, I'm not sure really what to Skyla for. There's really no need for anything. I guess I could Skyla for supporter for next turn, and looks like that's what I'm going to do. I want to Skyla for the Chorus and X-Ball the Black Kyurem for 100. And this Mewtwo is just being completely boss. So look, my opponent is going to computer search away 2 Ultra Ball for the Tool Scrapper. Now that's what I was talking about. All the Keldeo deck needs is 1 turn without me blocking their abilities. And look at that. Deluge, attach, energy retrieval, more deluge. And you're pretty much in a lot of trouble. So he's going to block Ballista for the knockout. And I'm going to promote my Terrakion. Now, I can play the Chorus or the Juniper. Won't really matter. But I do need to hit the energy. If I can get the energy, I can knock out the Black Ballista and we will be ahead 2 prizes. So I'm going to double catcher just for fun and Juniper. And do we get the energy? And whew, there we go. The last card was the energy. Almost thought we lost it there. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Tool Scrapper and a Trubbish. Get myself, not really sure what I can get. Maybe another Mewtwo, but looks like I'm going for the Terrakion. And I should be safe to bench it, because knowing that he's already used up 3 catchers, he won't be doing any catcher stalling or stuff like that. So yeah, it should be fine. And here I guess I could just retaliate for the knockout. So that looks like that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to draw a Super Rod and an Ultra Ball off of my prizes. And now he's got no energy in play to attack, where he's got 1 energy. But, I mean, what else can he do, right? Well, he's actually got 3, but at that time, I had to refresh my computer page. So I didn't know that he had 3, I thought he had 2. So I'm just going to refresh my page, I think in a few seconds. Let's wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And there we go, yep. So I am going to refresh my page, and there we are. There we go, 3 energies. Stuff like that always happens with my computer. So let's see. I'm debating whether or not to play the Super Rod. Check my discard. And if I'm going to Juniper, I might as well. So it looks like I am going to Juniper, I guess. Maybe. So I'm going to Super Rod the Trubbish and the Mewtwo. Back into my deck. Maybe Ultra Ball for some more stuff. So I'm going to Ultra Ball a Trubbish and a Switch. Switch my deck, maybe get another Mewtwo, because that's pretty much all I can get out. And I can bench it, once again, because it's pretty much out of catchers. And Juniper in my hand to get a brand new hand of 7. I did have to throw out 2 switches, but it won't really matter because he's already used up most of his catchers, like I said again. I keep mentioning that. But, I mean, if my opponent had still a lot of catchers in his deck, I wouldn't have done that. But knowing that he doesn't, then I'm safe. So I'm just going to Land Crush for 90, and I should be expecting the knockout next turn. And here is when things start to get nasty. I get end late game. It does end me into a 2 energy hand. Guess that's cool. And one thing I realized I forgot is the EXP share on Garbodor. Yeah, I should be attaching one from Terrakion to it, but I guess I forgot. It doesn't really matter. It's really not going to be any use. But I'm just going to attach the energy to Mewtwo and pass. Because next turn, if I can get the energy on, or something like that, never mind, scratch that. Looks like he's going to retreat to his Black Kyurem and pass. Wow. So, let's see. I think for the next few turns, it's just going to be drawing and passing for both of us. Because I have a bad hand, and I think my opponent has a bad hand too. Not quite sure. But I'm just checking my discard. And my opponent does have quite an amount of cards in his hand. So, not sure what the passing was all about. I guess we'll find out. So, I am going to make a safe choice and switch into my Terrakion, because just in case he can do some tool scrapping and then deluge onto his Black Kyurem and Black Ballista for the knockout, then I would be in trouble. So I'm just going to take it safe and switch to my Terrakion. And here's when it's just drawing and passing. I draw and pass. And if you can read the chat, he's pretty much just going to draw and pass. Where he attaches, and then he passes. Well, no, he's going to energy retrieval. But mostly it's just drawing and passing. So now he's going to attach the water to Black Kyurem. I'm not sure what that was about. And yay, I top decked the computer search. So I can computer search for the Juniper. And if I draw a catcher, a switch, and an energy, I can win the game. Looks like I still have 1 switch in my deck. Yeah. So I need energy, switch, and catcher. And do I draw it? And yep, there it is. The last card, once again, was the energy. So I am going to switch into my Mewtwo, catch up the Keldeo for the win. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode 2 of Playtesting for States with Garbodor Terrakion. Tune in next week for another battle, and yep, I'm just going to catch her and knock out the Keldeo. And it looks like I forget to get my last 2 prizes, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Once again, please rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. I will see you later.